Hello, fourth graders. Today we are doing more practice with BDA. B before, D during, A after reading. This is a questioning strategy. Sometimes we're making predictions. Sometimes we're asking what words means. Sometimes we're noticing things when we read. But the whole time we are thinking. Good readers think while they're reading. They ask questions, they make predictions, they wonder about things, and they think about what they already read, they think about predictions they've already made, and they confirm them. We're going to do it again today with That Is Not a Good Idea by Mo Williams. Maybe you've read The Pigeon Who Rides the Bus. He is a great author, a fun illustrator. This is a very quick read for today's lesson. I am going to model for you my BDA process because today for activity 3, you will be reading a book from Epic. I chose books today that are good for stopping and reading and making predictions. They have the kind of plot that will help you. BDAs work really well with fiction books, but you can also use them with nonfiction books. Let's read. That is not a good idea. Oh, whoops. I didn't do my before reading. Oops, that is not a good idea. Look at the cover. Can you make a text-to-text connection looking at this fox? I made it between Dr. DeSoto and That Is Not a Good Idea. Both books have a fox, and the fox is wearing a suit, and the fox is looking sneaky. This looks like the little chicks are watching the movie. So I'm going to make some predictions. I'm going to say the fox wants to eat the goose, and I am going to predict that, like Dr. DeSoto tricked the fox, I think that that goose or duck, whatever she is also going to trick the fox. So here are my two before reading thoughts or questions or predictions. The fox wants to eat the goose, and I predict the goose will trick the fox. Moving on, time to read and make some during reading thinking for my BDA. That is not a good idea. What luck! Dinner. I like how he wrote this book kind of like an old-fashioned movie. Excuse me, would you care to go for a stroll? Sure. That is not a good idea. Would you care to continue our walk into the deep, dark woods? Sounds fun. That is really not a good idea. Would you care to visit my nearby kitchen? I would love to. I'm going to do my first during reading. I'm going to write down, why is the duck so trusting? She's very trusting. She's saying yes the whole time to this sneaky fox. That is really, really, really not a good idea. Oops, I put one too many reallys in there. Would you care to boil up some water for the soup? I bet she's going to say yes again. Certainly, I do love soup. That is really, really, really not a good idea. Would you care to look at my soup? A key ingredient is missing. Ooh, I'm going to write that on my during reading. Define ingredient. Because that's a vocab word I don't really know the meaning of. Now I can guess ingredient is for a soup, so maybe it's the things that go in the soup. Oh, having trouble getting the page to go. This is a brand new book. They're sticking together. Maybe not. Oh, I don't know. They say that is really, really, really not a good idea. Oh, a key ingredient is missing. The goose axe. You! And look at what she did. She pushed the fox into the pot. Oh my, he says. It says whoomp, splash, zoom. The author used some onomatopoeia words. Those are sound words to make it more exciting. Well, we did try to warn him. Look at all the chicks with their spoons. The end. More soup, children? There we go. I'm going to do my after reading. I was right. She tricked him. That's going back and thinking about my prediction from the beginning and talking about it. So my first comment on my BDA is for after reading is I was right. She tricked him. And then my other after reading thinking, I'm thinking about the characters. Which character do you like best? So sometimes you can ask questions, and I use these up here. I use the word, which character do you like best and why? I definitely like the little chicks along the bottom and how they're saying, oh no, and they're watching the story like it's an old movie. I like them the best, but I also really liked that tricky goose because she had a plan the whole time, and it was to feed her little chicks. That is not a good idea. I did my BDA. I have 6 questions total, or 6 spaces filled out for before, during, and after reading. Today, you're going to choose your own book, and you're going to complete with your dry erase your BDA. And then to submit the assignment, you need to take a picture of this page. It's going to be tricky because it's shiny, so be sure you try and take your best picture. If you have trouble writing on this, you could make your own BDA. You could write 6 squares on a piece of paper, write B, D, and A, and you could use that instead. You could do it right in your reading response journal. One thing I want you to be sure to do is on this line, I want you to write the title, just like I did with Dr. DeSoto. So when you're done watching the video, click next and go into your independent reading and respond assignment, read in Epic, and complete a BDA as you go. Have a great day.